Welcome back. It is 8:10. A TV series on Netflix has been gaining a lot of attention since it began. It's called 13 Reasons Why. Now, if your child or teen is watching it, there are pros and cons to this series, according to psychologist Dr. Alana Coffey. She joins us now live to explain. Good morning. Thank you for being here, doctor.
Good morning. Good morning.
So I've heard about the series. I've read about it, but I have not seen it. Tell us more about what 13 Reasons Why is about.
Okay, first of all, spoiler alert. Anybody that intends to watch it that doesn't know what's happening, I'm going to talk about a few of the plot themes, but not necessarily the beginning or the end of it.
Okay.
It's in its second season. So season 1, we see this young woman here on the screen. Her name's Hannah, and she commits suicide. She ends her life, and she records 13 tapes describing the reasons why. And in those tapes, she also identifies specific people. So season 2 was just released, and then that season deals with the aftermath. So what do the teachers and the parents and the students have to do to deal with the aftermath of this young girl's demise? Schools here locally in Hawaii do send out emails to parents cautioning them, hey, heads up, this series has been released again. So that's one of the reasons why I know that it's happening. Send me an alert as well. And then we mental health workers try to get in front of it, watch it so that we know what our kids are consuming.
Okay, and it's not like a regular TV series where one episode is released per week. The whole series, the whole season is released at one time. So that's why some of the schools are giving parents a heads up. When I went to school, we never got any kind of heads up for any kind of show. So it is creating a lot of attention. It's
a lot of attention, and that is one of the challenges of this kind of a show. It's a con because it's a binge-worthy, I mean, it's all 13 episodes are at once, so we've got kids staying up late at night. It's dominating a lot of the conversations on campuses because they are seeing it all at once.
Okay, before we get to some of the cons, you said there are actually pros and some good things about this series.
So, you know, I'm ambivalent about it because it really does bring up very sensitive and controversial and actually really current things. Some of them are matters of life and death. So, you know, things of sex assault, drug and alcohol abuse. You know, the stories earlier this morning, we know that, you know, children are having sex very early age, pregnancy at 13, school bullying, school violence, sexism, little bit racism, not so much, but definitely classism. There's issues of, you know, rich and poor kids and the strains that are put on them that way. So those are some of the cons. Well, those are some of the pros that the TV series brings up. That fact that we can talk about it is a huge pro, but those kids are facing a lot of challenges.
Because you don't often see a series like this anywhere, you know, whether it be Netflix or TV. So not only are you seeing it, it's bringing it kind of out of the dark, but it also is starting conversations in the home.
Starting conversations in the home is the best part about this show, but it can be very overwhelming. And many of the kids' shows have maybe 1 or 2 of those themes that are depicted, but this show has like all of it in one show.
It's very overwhelming,
It's
like you said.
concentrated, yeah.
So why might this series not be a good thing? What are some of the cons?
Just too much too soon, like all 13 episodes at once packaged, and Netflix is like, here, watch it all. Another one is it sensationalizes some of these really, again, life and death issues are very serious. These are very legal issues. So we've got kids on campuses talking about them without necessarily including the adults. This is one of the, to me, one of the very dangerous things about the show, and it's depicted in the show that the children are not talking to their parents or teachers, or when they do come to us, they only come to us with partial information and very edited information, so we can't fully help them or understand what they're going through. It glamorizes, you know, the suicide that this young girl commits on herself. Hawaii does have very high rates of suicide per national average, so we need to be careful about copycat actions and things like that, because sometimes kids watch it and go, I'm feeling pretty bad, you know, maybe that is a way out. It doesn't do enough to talk about the mental health issues that Hannah and the other students are facing. There's anxiety and depression depicted, there's substance abuse depicted, so it doesn't really talk about how to get help for those things.
Okay, speaking of help, if a parent, a grandparent is watching right now and they know that their teen, their child is interested or is even watching this, what do you recommend to them?
start with who they know first. Those are pediatrician, family doctors. Those folks may recommend them to family therapists or psychology. And then we also have very strong family units. So they can talk to aunties and uncles and, people like that if they're close to clergy. But if it's a mental health issue, I really do recommend that you find a mental health professional. And because these issues are so global, I recommend we kind of all get involved in helping a child, because these children are saying they feel very alone.
So maybe watch with them and kind of have a conversation after about what they just saw.
If you can stand it, watch with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I really, and one episode at a time.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Thank you so much, Dr. Coffey, for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Thank